Hello, good people of the world. I hope everyone's doing fantastic out there. Your mindset's on lock. You're staying safe. You're staying secured. You're keeping up with the markets. You're building your plan with what you're going to do in this digital asset environment. I am Zip. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for all the likes, the comments. Continue to throw them out there as it just helps the algorithm and to get all this information out as much as possible to the folks as we travel through this journey together. I have a warning this morning, real quick, but before I get into that yet, we're going to talk a little bit about two crypto coins that I like that are kind of sleepers in my opinion, and they're very, very cheap, and they're going to be going up. But we'll be talking about that, and then a question that got asked yesterday about the Lobster wallet. So we're going to go through some of that in conjunction with that. But the warning, please be safe. I had a conversation yesterday with an individual, an older individual, or actually it was a conversation with a colleague of mine and an older individual that he knows, not familiar with the crypto space. He's not. Anyhow, she came in a panic, in an alarm, emotional, because she thought she had lost her digital assets that she was buying. And this is how the scam goes. And this is the warning. If someone's reaching out to you on WhatsApp and you're on some kind of community and they're walking you through how to establish, as an example, a Coinbase wallet and to buy Ethereum and then to move that Ethereum into this environment where they will provide you monthly rewards, sort of like a brokerage account. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this individual is a little bit older, unfamiliar with technology, especially digital assets. All right. So anyhow, she'd moved her money. She was coerced into moving money from her Berkshire Hathaway retirement account to buy Ethereum. And thank goodness, you know, she ran into some troubles. And of course, the scammer on the other side was trying to walk her through it, but she just didn't have the technical intellect to get through it. But what would have happened is that she would have lost everything. Guaranteed. Seen this scam time and time again. So yep, spend a little time there to make sure you are careful. Talk to other folks. That's why we're in this community together. It's really why I'm doing these videos, because I have been through that. And I don't want to see anyone taken, whether I know them or don't know them. So just be compassionate as you're communicating with folks. You know, if you are highly technical and you know how this environment performs and how to handle wallets and such, please take the time with new folks and walk them through the process. Go over the pitfalls. But it's very, very sad to see. And unfortunately, it's the environment that we're in. But just be careful. So I just wanted to start that with a little bit of warning. Now, getting into other news. A couple cryptos that I absolutely love. And I've done a few videos on the past in them. Not so much recently. But these are what I would call the next wave in the evolution and sleepers, if you would, of projects that I believe are going to create significant profit. Okay, we love XRP, we love XLM, we love HBAR, ADA, those main blue chips, if you would, cryptocurrencies that are absolutely going to be phenomenal. But I like to be diversified, and I like to continue to dive into other projects. So one of those projects is SHX, Stronghold. Done many videos on that. Real high level. They have backgrounds. They have ties to Ripple. Their CEO, one of their CEOs came from Ripple. They have established, and they're established similar to Ripple. Recently, in 2025, they've established an escrow. They're working in the payment industry, working with, payment processing, but more transfers, ACH transfers, and updating the system. They're ISO 222. And the coolest thing about it is they're very, very cheap right now as far as price. They've spiked up a little bit in the last month, but still sitting at about 2 cents. And again, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm giving you ideas and knowledge if you are interested in looking at other projects, because your bags are packed with other projects and the prices have started to come up, like XRP, and you're already ready to go, but you're looking at the next waves. SHX is one of those. So SHX, from a technical perspective, SHX lives on, it has an Ethereum ERC20 token, as well as it's set up on the Stellar network. Now for me, I prefer to buy this coin on the Stellar network, okay? Now, it's not on a lot of exchanges. There's conversation that a couple big exchange listings should be coming out, but you can still get it. This leads me to the question that was asked yesterday, whomever that was. I apologize, I can't remember it off the top of my head, about the Lobster wallet. The Lobster wallet is basically just it's a web wallet that works on the Stellar platform. It's like any other wallet. You can download the wallet, make sure you go to the right download links, and it's going to give you your keys. You're going to write those keys down and put them in a safe like you do everything else. Within that wallet, it has the capability to hold multiple assets, most of which are tokens that are on the XLM ledger. But you're going to download that wallet, very, very simple, secure. And the way that I purchase SHX, there's two ways you can do it. The way I'm going to give you the way I don't generally do it, and then I'm going to give you the way that I like to do it, because it's a little bit more efficient and cheaper. You can go out to Uphold, you can go out to Binance, you can go out to Kraken, whatever your exchange is, and you can buy USDC. And you can move that USDC to your Lobster wallet. It's like any other wallet. You'll have a wallet address for each asset that we're talking about. And you can move USDC to that wallet, and you can do a swap inside of that wallet. I find it's more efficient and easier to buy XLM off of the same exchanges that I just mentioned. You purchase it there, you move it to Lobster as well, and then you do a swap for SHX. That is the easiest mechanism for me. Now, there's a lot of smart folks out there. Please drop it in the comments. If you find another medium, a better way that you purchase it, and a better way that you like to hold your SHX, please drop it in the comments. It's about knowledge. It's about learning. That's what this whole journey is about, on top of the phenomenal profits that are going to come, or that have come to many of us. But that's SHX. Love it. Think they're going to have a very, very bright future. Again, all of these technologies are risk, right? But I like a little bit of a gamble, and it's so cheap. You can get a nice little bag of that, for $500, $1,000 if you want to go deep, or more if you want to really be a whale. But that's SHX and the Lobster wallet. Hopefully I explained a little bit about the Lobster wallet. Very easy to use once you have it and you download it and you play with it. Secured on your mobile device. But keep it locked. Keep the passphrases saved in the safe. The other project that I love, that I have done a lot more videos on, is FLR. FLR. FLR is a layer 1 blockchain, and they're going to build and bridge everything. We know FLR is bringing through Firelight XRP staking in the near future. FLR is going to be a beast, in my opinion. And again, it's one of those that's very cheap. It's only sitting at about 2 cents, 2.5 cents. But it's going to bring so much volume onto that network and excitement through XRP. We know that FLR already has a partnership with Vivo Power, who has the XRP treasury. They have a partnership with FLR to provide them staking capability and DeFi capability to make passive income. That's what we want. We want to generate safe, non-custodial ways to earn passive income. We're going to get that with FLR and the XRP staking, as well as some of the other DeFi products that you can do and leverage if you understand it. Again, when we're talking DeFi on the FLR environment, you have to understand what you're doing. You have to study and be very, very careful. But FLR is going to bring so much liquidity. They're bringing Bitcoin on the network, and they're bringing other coins on the network as well. They want to bridge everything. They have been building this thing for about 5 to 6 years, building it out very patiently, which has been frustrating for many of us. What else can you do on FLR? If you have FLR tokens, which you can buy, by the way, right on Uphold. That was the other partnership. We know they have a partnership with Uphold, where Uphold is going to integrate FLR staking on their platform. I prefer to do it in my non-custodial wallet. But we know that is coming, and they have that partnership. But if all you wanted to do is just own FLR, you can stake FLR right on the network as an opportunity to earn yield. Again, we're looking for ways to keep our money, that velocity, moving. The more movement, the more money is generated, profits. But you can stake it. You can stake it natively on FLR, which I've built. Go into my content, search for FLR, and you'll see several videos on it. Or you can use another platform like Scepter, where you can stake it and earn 48 to 52% is what it's been running here more recently. APY. Not bad for not doing anything and just earning more and more yield. And when you're doing that, you then also qualify for additional airdrops. However, the airdrops with FLR, I believe they expire in January. But you're just earning all of these rewards. Another thing you can do, can't remember if I just mentioned it or not, but delegation. You can just delegate your FLR to FTSOs because you are securing the network. So they're giving you rewards for it. FLR is absolutely going to be an animal, and it's going to absolutely be going up. And it's so cost effective right now to get you a little bag of FLR. So just wanted to provide a few alternatives of different coins and cryptos that, again, I have within my portfolio to give you an idea as you're sitting, and we're waiting for the big bang to go off here in Q4 is when I believe everything's coming together, and we start to see magnificent price appreciation in some of these other cryptos that we talk about. XRP, beloved XRP. I love XRP, and I believe it's going to make a lot of people a lot of wealth. But as part of that, you have to have that development of what you're going to do with it when it comes. And that's all of these projects. Your purpose. What is your purpose? If you love your 9-to-5 job, awesome. But if you were freed from that 9-to-5 job, which I believe that is what many of us are searching for and would desire, to be able to go on and do other things. And again, take these profits and go out and buy businesses, create additional cash flow. Not because we want to hoard it, at least for me, but because we want to promote and increase the capacity of our fellow human beings by buying businesses, by supporting them and opening up other nonprofits. There's such a bigger world than money. I know we talk about money a lot on the channel, and we are here to earn profits, but at the end of the day, that money can be here today, gone tomorrow, as well as we can be here today and gone tomorrow. So it's just a bigger premise to me about why I'm doing all these things, and that's the growth and development that we talk about. But a phenomenal environment, a lot of excitement going on. Remember, we got a lot of news, big week still this week for us, information to come out. The day is young, the year is young. We're getting ready to fly into August, and all the charts are looking very, very juicy. So keep your mindset on positive lock. Please be safe. Hit the likes. Please subscribe if you haven't already, because we're getting ready to have an excellent part of this journey, and I want everyone to make it across the finish line together. With that, until next time, Zip is out.